Hey, what's up, you guys? Todd Falcone here, back again. Let's talk about closing. All right, so so there's a lot of things I can talk about when it comes to closing, but in this particular episode, we're going to talk about how to close bigger packages in your network marketing business. Okay. Now, first of all, even before I get into this, I want to say this: that it's not about you making a whole bunch more money. I'm closing bigger packages so I can pad my pocketbooks. That's not what it's about. Now, you may make more money as a result of closing bigger packages in terms of front-end commissions, depending on your compensation plan or your company, and that's great. It's nice to make some extra money, but that's not the purpose of closing bigger packages, okay? I want you to clearly understand the rationale. The rationale behind closing a bigger package is to create a culture of people that are more prepared to do business. I mean, here's a quick example. Like if you bought a franchise, so I don't know, let's use McDonald's. You bought a McDonald's franchise, you got the building, you got the chairs, you got the grill, you got the fryer, but you got no product, right? And you're gonna be out of business. People are gonna come in, they're gonna order, and you're like, yeah, we don't have any of that stuff. And I also wanted, before I even get into this, before somebody's like, wait a minute, this is not about inventory, like stocking people up with inventory. It's about creating, and we don't do that anymore in network marketing. The days of being garage qualified and stuffing people with tons of products that they can't sell, I hope, are over. So even as I do this video, I'm not suggesting that we're filling up people's garages with stuff that they can't sell. In fact, most of the packages that network marketing companies offer are really designed to help them get structured and get set up for success. That's really what it's designed to help them do. It's to help them be more prepared. Just like in that example, prepared to do business. Like if you, I got the grill, I got the fryer, I got the chairs, I got the lights, I got the logo, but I got no product, or I got no cash register, for example. You can't do business unless you're armed for success. So it's more about being armed. So here's my suggestion to you. Look at the optional business building packages that are available. Pretty standard fare in network marketing that, there's a distributor kit or a distributor fee or a rep fee, it's called different things. It might be free to start, it might be $29 to start, it might be $49.95. I don't know what your deal is. And legally, every network marketing company has to provide that option to, get somebody to be able to come in just with a distributor only kit and get started in the business where they can actually build something, right? Now, it's the same thing as buying a business and having no inventory. Even though we're not talking about inventory here, buying a distributor only kit, it may not even give them some product samples. And how can somebody effectively really market their business if they've never even personally tried the product or they don't have samples? And you might be in a service-based business as well, and that's fine. The example works the same. The key to closing bigger packages is you first and foremost understanding the different packages that are available. So we got the $49 kit. Then we've got the $199 business pack, and then we got the $395 entrepreneur package, and we've got the $995 superstar entrepreneur pack. I'm making things up. It doesn't matter what it's called. Just look at your deal, right? And I think for you, it's really important to look at what those different packages are, know what's in them, the features of those packages, but communicate to people in terms of the benefits to them, what's in it for them. So if I'm sitting here explaining something to someone and I'm getting ready to enroll an individual, I gotta know what's available. Like what's the distributor kit? What does that mean to that person? What's the $195 pack mean? The $395 pack? What's the $995 pack mean? And this means you got to study a little bit, right? You got to be clear with what options are available and what the benefits are to the end user who decides, hey, I'm going to do the Superstar Entrepreneur Package for $995. Why would they ever do it unless they knew what's in it for them? What's in the deal for me? WITDFM, what's in the deal for me? Not about, hey, if I sell you the $995 deal, I make an extra, $400 in commissions. You might, that's fine. But that's not why you sell it. It's the benefits to them in launching their business, helping them to be fully prepared. It's kind of like if I go back to the McDonald's example. Look, the $995 pack gets you the building, gets you the cash registers, the fryer, the grill, gets you the outfits that people wear, the polyester outfits, the employees, if you will, the people that are going to work in there, the training platform, whatever those things are, product, whatever they are. I'm just, it's a good enough example for you guys to understand what I'm talking about here. But it first involves you understanding the different packages that are available, being clear with what those are, and being able to then, if you're clear, then you can communicate. That's the first part. Now, the second and very important part of that is in order for you to, it's kind of like, in order for you to sell something, like let me narrow it down. In fact, I'll give you a real life example. So I was in the company for 11 years. We had 3 different memberships. We had a Basic, Advantage, and Premier membership. Basic, I think, was $150 a month. Advantage was $300. Premier was $600, right? I had a guy in my group. This guy's named Craig, and I've done a video on this before. I know even as I'm talking about this, I've definitely either done a Facebook Live or I've done some kind of training on this subject. But I don't know if you plugged into it or not. It doesn't matter. But and I looked at the genealogy, and I'm looking at Craig. Craig is a Basic member. He was at the lowest level of membership. And I look at it and I go, well, his whole group, everybody in his group were all Basic members. And Craig had no capacity to be able to talk about Advantage or Premier because he only really kind of understood what he had. So for him to even talk about Advantage or talk about Premier was kind of outside of his scope because he didn't personally own it. So I said, Craig, look, brother, man, you got all these Basic members and there are no Advantage, no Premiers. If you just upgrade your membership, you're going to be able to talk from intelligence about the membership level and be able to communicate to somebody the benefits to them of being an Advantage or being a Premier member. So I got the guy to upgrade to Advantage. Interestingly enough, 2 or 3 months later, he started to look around. He had a bunch of Advantage members, a bunch of Basic members in his organization. It increased his check, and it doesn't matter the type of the compensation plan this was or what the product was. And this is just as an example, right? So then, okay, cool. So his check increased. He had more people that were more set up for success because at the Advantage level, they just got more that would help them build the business in this example. And I said, bro, look, upgrade to Premier. If you upgrade to Premier, you're going to understand it. So he upgrades to Premier. 3-4 months later, I look at his genealogy report. He's got a bunch of Premiers in there, a bunch of Advantages, a bunch of Basics. And his check over that period of time increased dramatically because he understood, he owned the package. Now, here's the deal. You might have started with a distributor kit, or you might have started with your $199 package, and most companies will allow you to upgrade. And I think if you upgrade, if you own the package that you're ultimately attempting to bring somebody in on, you're going to be more effective at selling that to somebody. And because you can communicate from personal experience what's in it and what the benefits are of being at that level, right? Not that you couldn't do it without it, but it's way easier to do it when you actually own the package and you've experienced it. You can talk from personal experience. Now, here's the deal. Well, what if you started at the distributor kit only level and then you upgraded to Advantage in this case? Well, if you upgraded to Advantage and somebody like a warm market person says, how did you start? You can say, look, I started with the distributor only kit, but I quickly realized the benefits of me being at the Advantage level, which gave me this, this, and this, which enabled me to do this in my business. And so I upgraded a couple months after I got started. So even if you didn't start at that package, most network marketing companies will allow you to purchase those other kits that you might have or those other options that are available. Anytime I've ever started with a network marketing company, I've pretty much started at the very top level, whatever was available, because I know that there's benefits to me in doing so. Whatever those benefits are, they're different for every network marketing company, depending on whatever products or services that you're marketing. But in order for you to close bigger packages, you have to first, number one, understand what's in each of those, and then be able to then communicate to somebody what's in those packages from a benefit standpoint. And number two, it's going to make it way easier for you when you own that package. You can communicate from a position of knowledge, a position of personal experience. Maybe you started like that, great. If you didn't start like that, if your company allows you to upgrade to that, then upgrade to that. You can be speaking from integrity, right? And you could say, look, like, and typically it's warm market people that we know, like, oh, how'd you get started? Well, what have you, like, here's the thing. This is why I'm making this point. If going back to the Basic, Advantage, Premier membership example. So if your friend says, well, how did you get started? What membership level are you? And you say, well, I'm a Basic. Oh, okay, I'll do Basic as well. That's why Craig had all these Basic members, because he wasn't even talking about Advantage or Premier because he didn't personally own it. And then what was interesting, he upgraded to Advantage, he was able to talk about Advantage. It was just more fluid for him in terms of communicating with people about what that Advantage level membership was. And then when he upgraded to Premier, it was very easy for him to talk about Premier. Now, not everybody came in at Premier, but he was able to communicate at Premier. Some came in at Premier, some came in Advantage, some came at Basic. But closing bigger packages is all about the benefit to the end user, not to you. You're not the end user. Yes, you might make a little bit more commission. Typically, it's an upfront, one-time extra little bonus that you might make, and that's fine. That's nice little extra pocket change. That's not where the real money's made. The real money is made by helping people set themselves up for success by being as prepared and as armed as possible for them to go out and do what it is that we do in this business. And, you know, going back to the McDonald's franchise example, it's like if I just bought the yellow M and I didn't do anything, I never bought anything else but the yellow M, I'm not armed for success. But if I bought the yellow M, I got the building, I got the grill, I got the fryer, I got the cash registers, I got the product, I got the people, I got the training, I got all those things. I'm now prepared to be able to succeed way more than a person who just buys the yellow M, right? So same example in network marketing. You need to understand, again, number one, what are those different packages? If you don't know what they are, if you can't easily say, we have package A, package B, package C, or whatever they are, then you're not doing your job. So it's important for you to know what they are, and maybe you started at this level because that was the only thing you could afford at that time, fine, and that's cool. But then when you can afford it, I would suggest upgrading, because then you'll be able to talk from a position of knowledge and personal experience that's going to add to your ability to communicate to somebody. You're going to be way more likely, like Craig was, to talk about this higher level membership because you own it. You now have it, whether you bought it when you first got started or whether you upgraded months later or a year later, or whenever you happen to do that. It doesn't matter. The fact is you did, and it gives you the opportunity to talk intelligently about it because you have personally experienced it and you've taken the time to understand what's in these optional packages that are available to people getting started. And I think we do people a disservice if we start at the lowest level and we don't take the initiative, the personal initiative, to figure out what are these other things that are available to people in getting started. Yes, I started at this level, but what are these other things that I don't even have or personally have not used myself? Maybe I got to study that and figure out what are these different packages. What are the benefits to the end user, the person, the new rep that's coming in who opts to take that bigger package? Why would somebody upgrade? Why would somebody choose to do that over this? Well, it gives you this, and it gives you this, and these are the benefits, right? So, but I'm kind of talking in generalized language here because we're not talking about a specific network marketing company. All of you watching me or plugging into me are in different companies, different opportunities. So for me to talk with too much specificity here would be a little bit challenging. My point is, again, A, know what those packages are. Know what the benefits are to the end user. Be able to articulate that to a person. Even if you got to put it on a little cheat sheet, whatever you got to do it, because that's going to help you be better at it. Number two, if you haven't upgraded, do so as quickly as you can. You're going to be able to talk intelligently about it. And again, it's a benefit-focused deal. So we want to be able to be able to communicate. You know, oh yeah, it gives you 6 bottles of this, 4 bottles of that, 3 canisters of this, 2 of that, 3 of that, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine, that's what it is. But what's the benefit? Well, the benefit in this case, if I just use that example, the benefit is like you got some product to share with people. You got some product that you can sample to people where they can taste it, they can feel it, they can experience it, which is going to give you a way bigger advantage in helping people to understand how powerful this stuff is. Yeah, I got this product, check out this brochure. Oh, that's nice. That's not as powerful as, hey, taste this. For example, if we're talking about something that somebody might consume, try this, check this out. So again, benefit. So if you want to close bigger packages, A, you need to understand what those packages are, what the benefits of those packages are. B, you need to upgrade if you haven't yet, so you can talk from personal experience. And I can't tell you how many people I met in the network marketing profession, people I've coached personally that everybody in their team, they were at this $99 level, this $79, whatever, this lowest level. I'm like, and the company always had these other higher packages. I'm like, look, you've been 4 years on that package. It's time for you to upgrade, step up. And then every single time I've taught somebody to do this, check in with them 3 months, 4 months later, a year later, it's like their organization has totally changed. It's totally shifted because they're bringing people in that are now more armed for success and just have a lot better odds at achieving success, because think about it. If I would have any odds of selling a hamburger at a franchise if I didn't have any burger in the shop. I wouldn't have any chance of selling a burger. I could show you a brochure, but like, I'm hungry, dude. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go eat across the street. But if you got burgers that you can sell right now, boom, you're going to, and again, we're not talking about loading people up with inventory. That doesn't, I hope that doesn't happen in network marketing anymore. Most of these packages are more aimed towards giving people specific advantages and getting off to a faster start. It's arming them with success. So look, I don't know how you're plugging into me, where you're plugging into me. I love that you are. I appreciate it. If you want to get the rest of this episode, go to toddfalcone.com/episode 26. That's toddfalcone.com/episode 26. We've got some great free downloads for you on that page that you can immediately click on, download it, print it out, take it home, whatever you want to do with it. All designed to help you be a better network marketer. That is the bottom line. That's our whole focus as a company, is to help you be a professional, successful network marketer. I appreciate you for plugging in. Head on over to toddfalcone.com/episode 26. We'll see you on the next episode. Thanks for plugging in.